In this video, I'm going to show you how to replace your front shock absorber on this Chevy Silverado 2500. Let's install this brand new TRQ part. Let's remove the wheel. If your truck has these center caps, you're going to want a 22mm socket, the same as for your lug nuts, and remove all of these plastic covers, unthread them to pull the center cap off. If your truck doesn't have this, of course, just skip this step. Now take off all of your lug nuts with the same socket, 22mm. Now remove the wheel. Now with the wheel off, at the top of the shock absorber, if you push the fender liner out of the way, you can see two 21mm mounting nuts. Let's remove both of them. Here's one of the mounting nuts and the other mounting nut. If you pull down on the shock, it should come down. This one's obviously blown, so it should not come down that easily. At the bottom, I have a 21mm wrench holding that mounting nut and then a 21 socket on the bolt. Remove this. Get that out. Remove the bolt. Pull the shock up, and there it is. Before we install this shock absorber, it's important to start it or prime it, and what that entails is compressing it all the way down 3 to 5 times and then let it come all the way up by itself without pulling it upwards, of course, and that basically mixes everything that's inside, gets it ready for full operation. If you don't do this, you might hear some clunking over bumps in the first 100 or 200 miles until it basically mixes while it's in the vehicle. Okay, that should be good right there. Let's put it in. Bring the new shock in and get that bolt through. I put some anti-seize on the shank of the bolt here. Get the nut started, tighten this up. The torque for this lower bolt is 89 foot-pounds. I'm going to torque it on the nut side just because it actually gets you a more accurate torque spec because you don't have to overcome the friction of the bolt. If the bolt starts spinning, hold it, otherwise it'll just keep spinning without torquing. As you can see, the bolt is spinning, so I'm going to hold it with my 21mm wrench. Okay, let's get the two mounting nuts back on at the top. Snug these up. The torque on these is 48 foot-pounds, and unfortunately I cannot get a torque wrench in here to accurately torque them. So what I'm going to do is take my long ratchet and make them nice and tight. There we go. That should be good. Let's do the other one. They're both tight. Once again, if you are able to torque them, 48 foot-pounds. For me, it would either involve swivels or very long extensions. Get that back on. Now do the same to the other side, and let's get the wheel on. Put the wheel back on. Start on all 8 of your lug nuts. Bottom them out in a cross pattern, and also in a cross pattern, torque them to 140 foot-pounds. 140 foot-pounds in a cross pattern. Here we go. Double check them. And of course, if your truck had one of these center caps that screws onto each lug nut, put it on, and with that same 22mm socket, tighten it back up so it doesn't go flying while you drive down the road. I don't recommend using a power tool on these because they are very delicate You can easily strip out the threads if you're not careful, and it will fall off at that point if it's not held on properly. All right, those are all tight. There you have it. Take it for a road test, and don't forget to get an alignment.
When only the best will do, demand TRQ. The only company that lets you view before you do. TRQ is committed to offering the highest quality aftermarket auto parts that are engineered for peace of mind. Thanks for using and viewing with TRQ.